All right, so my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another strong one reaching us. Tinubu must be careful. Primate Ayodele fires fresh warning. Blast Buhari's ex-minister. All right, my people, the news in details. Well, onto this primate, Elijah Ayodele, the leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, issued a stern caution to President Bola Tinubu on Thursday, advising him against hidden counsel that might foster terrorism in Nigeria. Primate Ayodele urged Tinubu to squarely confront the issue of insecurity to prevent any negative impact on his administration. He delivered his caution while criticizing former Minister of Communication Adebayo Shitu for advocating government negotiations and then rehabilitation of terrorists. Shitu had remarked that the terrorists possess potential and then advocated for their retraining instead of the kinetic approaches currently employed. In response, Primate Ayodele rebuffed the ex-minister's stance, asserting that terrorism holds no promise as it has only wrought destruction upon the nation. In a statement signed by his media aide Osho Oluwatosin, Ayodele emphasized the need to honor the sacrifices of fallen soldiers and then innocent civilians by ensuring their deaths were not in vain. He stated there is no prospect in terrorism. Terrorists are destroying the country and then kidnapping people. They are enemies of this country and then should be treated in the same manner. They have quiet soldiers and then citizens. What will be the gain of those who died if the government decides to rehabilitate those that wiped them off from the earth's surface? President Tinubu must be careful not to listen to wrong advice that will encourage terrorism in the country. The death of our heroes must not be in vain, and then insecurity must be faced with force. Primate Ayodele further advised President Tinubu to probe anyone advocating for terrorists, considering the havoc they have wreaked upon the nation. He deemed the suggestion of rehabilitating them as inhuman, highlighting the numerous victims of their terrorism act. If President Tinubu doesn't take security seriously, it will affect his government negatively. There won't be development and then economic prosperity. Anyone that supports or speaks in favor of terrorists should be questioned. These people have abused kids, stolen homes from people, stopped people from living by destroying their means of livelihood, and then you want them to be rehabilitated because of the prospect they have. That's too inhuman, he concluded. All right, this is another one that is reaching us, coming from Prophet Ayodele. Well, onto this one, he has been able to make it clear that the president must be careful. And then onto this one, he fires fresh warning and then blast Buhari's ex-minister onto this one. Well, this is so strong anyway. Well, according to Oludele Enaolu, it says, and I quote, Adebayo Shitu belongs to Gumi school of thought. That carrot and the non-kinetic approach should be used to treat these people. Treat them, called Fulani bias, with case gloves as a result of their criminally minded Allah Kubar religion they have subscribed to, which is quite different from the normal Muslim religion. Okay, and no, I think what that person is trying to let us understand there has been that no, the way these people are actually putting their no, they do their things before you know it, no, they can just buy anybody at will because they believe that no, that's exactly what Allah sent them to do, which is not supposed to be. By the time they say Allah Akbar, they believe they have sinned, have been forgiven. I was watching a video not quite long. You could imagine how human being was treating, in fact, was maltreating human being, your fellow human being. That's exactly what is happening in the country as we speak right now. No human feeling. Everybody is so inhuman. And then I talked about the fact that the reason why all these are happening is because of the situation we have found ourselves in the country. Everybody is no, is tired. In fact, the frustration is too much, so everyone is even now using that frustration on the other person. The hardship has turned a lot of things upside down. You can imagine, and exactly what he just said is just a fact. After they must have done all what the rigorous things they have to do, they will say Allah Akbar. That means they have been forgiven. The next thing they do was, well, I think we are faced with all this simply because of what it's going on in the country. Nobody's ready to speak the truth and exactly what is affecting us. Well, according to Uludele, now continue by saying that, well, Adebayo Shitu belongs to Gumi School of Thought, and then that carrot and the non-kinetic approach should be used to treat them. Well, meanwhile, according to Kenneth Nwachukwu, said the useless ex-minister must be a member of this same terrorist group. That's exactly what is going on. And then Pius Ayuba made it clear that insecurities, I blame government and then human rights defending criminals such as kidnappers, bandits, Boko Haram in court after buying thousands. Well, this is so bad. And after they must have buyed thousands of people, they will waste them so that others will know it's not a good road to trade. Okay, well, I think this aspect is exactly what the Buhari's government had actually done. You can imagine the so-called Fulani killers, after they must have done all sort of things, rigorous things to people. The next thing the Buhari government will say, oh, forgive them, they are repentant Boko Haram. You can imagine all sort of things that let us rehabilitate them. That's why you see a lot of them coming back to the to the army. They will tell you they are coming to join the army. At the end of it all, they will still be going against themselves. We saw these things happened throughout the regime of Buhari, and it still continues. Now, when you tell people that things are very difficult, things are so expensive, they will tell you that she been waiting Buhari spoil, she been waiting he do remain. Now every other person they follow. This is so bad. It's only the good Lord that will help us all. Well, my brother, my sister, a lot of things are actually being said onto this one. What more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take, my people, on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are just joining us on this channel for the first time. All right, thanks and God bless.